At this time, will the audience members please rise for the national anthem, which will be sung by Zachary Seals. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good afternoon. My name is Eunice Cho, and I would like to welcome our honored guests this afternoon. Please hold your applause until all the guests are introduced. Please stand as your name is called to be recognized. The Honorable Adeline Kittleman, Howard County Executive. Miss Ellen Flynn Giles, Vice Chairman of the Board of Education. Dr. Janet Siddiqui, Member of the Board of Education. Ms. Sandra French, Member of the Board of Education. Dr. Renee Foos, Superintendent of Schools. Ms. Linda Wise, Deputy Superintendent. The Honorable Gail Bates, Maryland State Senator, District 9. The Honorable Trent Kittleman, Maryland State Delegate, Howard County District 9A. The Honorable Warren Miller, Maryland State Delegate 9A. The Honorable Greg Fox, Howard County Councilman, District 5. Dr. Helen Nixon, Chief Human Resource and Development Officer. Dr. Gina Masella, Administrative Director of High Schools. The Marriotts Ridge Administrative Team, including Dr. Adrienne Kaufman, Principal. Our three assistant principals, Ms. Choya Franklin, Mr. Cameron Renama, and Ms. Megan Sinisi. Mr. John McDonald, Media Specialist, Class of 2016 co-sponsor. Mr. Tyler Meinhardt, Social Studies teacher, Class of 2016 co-sponsor. Ms. Meg Roberts, English teacher, Class of 2016 Teacher of the Year. Marriotts Ridge High School's counselors, Mr. Will Schwartz, Ms. Jessica Little, Ms. Marjorie Ford, and Ms. Jody Dubbs. Ms. Laura Peter, Assistant Principal, Homewood Center. Mr. Rick Robb, Administrator, Applied Research Laboratory. Mr. Larry Cohen, former Board of Education member. Student presenters, Zachary Seals, Greta Lee, Justin Jones, and Julie Choi. And finally, our honored guests who are sitting throughout the pavilion, Ms. Joy Altenberg, President, Marriotts Ridge High School Music Foundation, Ms. Rosalie Bowen, Assistant Principal Emerita, Howard County Public Schools, Ms. Tammy Goldison, Principal, Mount View Middle School, Ms. Swami Swaminathan, President, Marriotts Ridge High School PTSA.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, family, friends, teachers, and administrators. Thank you for coming to celebrate this very special occasion with us today. It's unbelievable that we have finally finished high school, and for our families, time has moved quickly as well. As a child, whenever my siblings or I passed a milestone, my parents always liked to refer to us as little birds preparing to leave the nest. Classmates, we have finally sensed our perfect breeze. It is time for us to leave the protection of the nest and fly into the unknown world. We have some assumptions of what we believe we will encounter and some expectations of what we hope to do. But whether we'll meet some other friendly birds or even encounter a few dangerous storms along the way is a mystery. We can only hope that we remember to take our lessons from our past experiences and use them to guide our future. Looking back on that nest in elementary school, we only took a small peek at our surroundings. We learned to show love to everyone on Valentine's Day, experienced the warmness of donating to the food drive, and struggled to win or lose gracefully in that ever so important game of recess kickball. Middle school came with some really awkward phases that everyone hoped to forget, and in high school we grew some feathers and matured as we found new friends and finally began to discover our identities. We may have overcome a move to a new place, a bully, or even the acceptance of embracing ourselves. All of these memories have made us ready to fly away. Now, I want to thank those who are so lovingly pushing us out of the nest: our parents, our teachers, and our mentors. You have supported us in the small and large endeavors of our young lives, even if they were downright silly. You were there to comfort us with pep talks and guide us when we felt lost. You were there to welcome us every day and help develop our newfound passions. You were there to share our late night studying and procrastinating so that we wouldn't be the last to turn off the lights. You were there waving us off on our first day of kindergarten, and here you are with us once more to say goodbye to another one of our journeys. You helped us become better students, better friends, and better people. I know I speak on my classmates' behalf when I thank y'all for preparing us to take our first flight. And now, classmates, my last piece of advice: don't be afraid to spread your wings and leave the nest. Believe in yourselves, because our adventures only get more exciting from here. Be the red cardinal that stands out in a field of white snow. Have the courage to try new things, to dream bigger every day, and to always, always care for others. Congrats, class of 2016. We did it. Please welcome the MRHS Senior Madrigals, Joanna Alonso, Joanna Alonso, Zachary Altenberg, Hannah Broaddus, Eugene Chun, Thomas Dobbins, Anna Lee, Caitlin McIlvain, Lucy Park, Zachary Seals, Abigail Starks, and Isabella Stevens. They are accompanied by Jimin Kim, Nicholas Schnacky, and Dylan Thomas. They will perform A New World by Jason Robert Brown.
A new world goes across the ocean. A new world goes across the sky.
A new world whispers in the shadows. Time to fly. Time to fly. It's about one moment, the moment before it all becomes clear. In that one moment, you start to believe there's nothing to fear.
It's about 1 second, and just when you're on the verge of success, the sky starts to change, and the wind starts to blow. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger. There's no explaining where you stand. You didn't know you sometimes have to go round an unexpected bend, and the road will end in a new world calls for me to follow. A new world waits for my reply.
A new world holds me to a promise. Standing by, standing by. It's about one moment. That moment you think you know where you stand, but in that one moment, the things that you're sure of slip from your hand. And you've got 1 second to try to be clear, to try to stand tall, but nothing's the same. And the wind starts to blow. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger in some completely different land. You thought you knew, but you didn't have a clue. And the surface sometimes
Class of 2016, we are entering a new chapter in our lives. That means there will be another roadblock. We will encounter another antagonist, and we will have to overcome everything that stands in our way, because that is our duty as a protagonist of our story. Along your journey, there will be people that try to discourage you from chasing your dream. People might tell you that what you're trying to accomplish is impossible. People might tell you that what you're doing is not worth the time. People could tell you to find something more realistic to pursue. Let me tell you something. They are wrong. In the last 18 years of reading hundreds of books, I've come across 3 key things that protagonists do to make their dream become a reality. Number 1, believe in yourself and your dream. No matter how many times you fail, pick yourself back up and keep trying. Do you remember the story of the little clownfish with the weird fin? If you don't, let me refresh your memory. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Having faith in yourself is the most important factor in accomplishing anything. Nemo would still be stuck in that fish tank if his dad, Marlin, didn't believe in his own ability to find him. He had to go through various obstacles, but not once did he lose faith in himself and his goal. Number 2, have a support group. The people around you should motivate you to try harder. They should inspire you, not tear you down. Think about it. Who's your Dory? Do you have someone in your life that gives you positive energy while constantly motivating you? If your answer is no, then you need to find someone who will support you while giving you honest advice. Number 3, always challenge what appears to be impossible. In a corrupted world where children were killed annually and everything was controlled by the bourgeoisie, one girl challenged the government and came out as victor. By the way, I'm changing the protagonist, so stay with me. Like Katniss from the very popular series, The Hunger Games, you're going to go through a series of challenges that will test you. Although you probably won't be put into the Hunger Games and forced to fight for your life, you'll face challenges that will discourage you. But anytime you're tempted to give up, remember this moment. We all thought high school would never end, that in our arena, the Navion surveys and standardized tests would never stop attacking us. But we made it. We're victors of Howard County, and we conquered 12 years of public education. Remember the 3 points that I mentioned in the beginning of my speech? You know, believing in yourself, having a support group, and challenging the impossible? Well, you've already done 2 of the 3. We didn't let test scores and disappointing grades discourage us from pursuing our dreams. Sure, sometimes we felt like we weren't being rewarded enough for our diligent efforts, but we pushed through because we had a goal and because we believed in ourselves. We had amazing teachers, peers, and of course parents that continued to support us. And although sometimes their nagging could have gotten on our nerves, at the end of the day, we knew that it was all in our best interest. They nagged because they cared. And now we're heading off into the real world. As you go through college and life in general, you'll have things thrown your way that seem impossible. But if you never go out of your comfort zone and challenge what seems impossible, then you won't see growth in your life. Can you imagine a protagonist that stays stagnant throughout the entire story? The main character never trying anything because of fear of failure. That would be a boring story. That would be a boring life. You're gonna fall a lot. But in times of failure, your reaction to the fall is what sets the path for the journey ahead of you. Class of 2016, may the odds be ever in your favor. Thank you. Now, please help me welcome our Teacher of the Year, Ms. Roberts. You're the real MVP.
It's a tough act to follow. So here we are, seniors. How are you for the last time? I hope you had a good weekend full of celebration and family. What a journey it's been. I invite you to take a moment at some point during the remainder of the ceremonies to stop and simply look around. Take a breath. Look at the person next to you, in front of you, behind you. Look around the pavilion and see all of the friends and family who have come to help you celebrate. For this is your one moment of many. About a month ago, I attended a session on mindfulness in the emerging adult. The session leader asked the audience what words came to mind when she said emerging adult, or millennial, or Generation Z, as she called you. And their responses saddened me, for I heard words like apathetic, impatient, obsessed with cell phones, taking selfies, disconnected. And that hurt my heart a little. Actually, it hurt a lot. These are not the words that come to my mind as a teacher of emerging adults. I was reminded of one of my very favorite TED Talks by Nigerian writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, who describes the danger of a single story. She says, the single story creates stereotypes, and the problem with stereotypes is not that they are untrue, but they are incomplete. They make one story become the only story. I considered not only the opinions of those audience members that day, but also the opinions that are so freely shared with me from those who are outside of education. For they clearly have a single story for you. I thought of the characters we've met this year, both through our class discussions, through my personal stories, and through the characters we've met in fiction. What if we only saw Nathan Price from Poisonwood Bible as a domineering husband and father, and neglected to look at him as a man suffering from PTSD? What if we only saw Amir from Kite Runner as a coward who witnessed a horrible crime and didn't look at him as a writer trying to find a way to be good again? And then there's Blanche Dubois from Streetcar. What if we didn't see her just as a narcissist and thought of her more as a good woman who lost her way, trying to find truth in tragedy? Even in the personal stories that I've shared with you, particularly my car wash stories, what if I only saw Cliff? Yes, Cliff. And no, I'm not going to do the voice. But what if I only saw Cliff as a burnout and didn't see him as someone who was really gifted at detailing cars or had sort of an unhealthy relationship with the Ramones? This year, I met emerging adults who defy the single story. One such adult sat with hospice patients just to hold their hand in her free time. Another helped construct playgrounds near schools just to encourage students to attend. Another just received her certification in geriatric nursing. Others wrote and performed poetry that was so beautiful, it made us stop and pause and reflect on ourselves. There are countless stories about the emerging adults in this pavilion. They are deeply compassionate and deeply committed to athletics, politics, science, music, art, all of it. They just want their voices to be heard and shared. These emerging adults just want to connect. Wherever you go when you leave here, the story is yours to write. We, your teachers, and your families are counting on you to shatter that stereotype. And as Brené Brown says, be willing to let go of who you think you should be in order to be who you are. It has been a pleasure this year accompanying you through this chapter of your story. Thank you for making me laugh, for making me cry in a good way, for making me believe in your generation. Next time I hear someone say something negative about the emerging adult, I will stand up for you and share your story 1,000 times over. Congratulations, class of 2016. I wish you well.
Now you, Miss Roberts, are a tough act to follow. Thank you so much for your very heartfelt and thought-provoking speech. We all know, those of us who know Miss Roberts, that that truly came from the heart. And family members and audience members, I hope you had an opportunity through Miss Roberts' speech to have a greater understanding of our emerging adults and the great things they're doing. Congratulations, class of 2016. If you feel like I do right now, this graduation is most likely bittersweet. It is a time of tremendous excitement, yet tremendous change for all of us. It is a time when we might feel sad, leaving the things we know and those we love. Those we love have supported us through thick and thin. They have been our rock in both good times and bad. They helped us reach this pivotal point in our lives, and therefore, we have many people to thank. Our parents, family members, colleagues, and friends are always there to wipe our tears, listen to us, tell us that we're doing a great job, and facilitate our belief that we can accomplish anything we desire in life. 4 people who have lifted me up and always encouraged me are here today. I would like to thank my husband, my sister, and my parents. Their love and support helped me become the person and leader who stands before you today. I am sure you feel the same way. So students, please turn around and join me in thanking your parents, family members, and friends at this time. I would also like you to join me in thanking our wonderful staff, your teachers, paraeducators, counselors, and many other support staff have encouraged you and supported you in ways that perhaps you will never know. They give of themselves and dedicate numerous hours voluntarily to your success. Join me in giving our staff a round of applause. Success is in our future, and we are now at a crossroads in our lives. We are going to experience amazing and new adventures as well as exciting times. You are graduating, and I am retiring. And I have faith in our ability to transition successfully to a new future and a bright new beginning. Transitions can trigger a wide range of emotions: happiness, anxiety, excitement, fear, and perhaps even some nervous anticipation. Acknowledge those emotions. Now, I'd like you to take a moment to reflect back on your successes and think about the legacy you are leaving behind. Think about what you would like to accomplish in the future. Let's all think about our new goals and the ways in which we are going to fulfill our new dreams. To do so, as you've heard, we're all going to need to persevere through tough times and also maintain very healthy and strong friendships throughout our lives. So I have two pieces of advice for you, similar to those before me. First, perseverance will be important to our successes, and it's always necessary when we hit obstacles. When those challenges occur, and they will, please ask yourself, can I change what's challenging me? If not, can I change the way I see it? We can always change the way we see something. Be positive and remember that good things come to those who wait and persevere. Second, maintain strong and healthy friendships throughout your life. I am actually still in touch with high school friends, and those are very special relationships in my life. And I certainly hope that you will be as fortunate as I in maintaining those friendships, because no one will ever know you the way your high school friends know you. However, when you get to college, the military, a new job, or wherever it is you are going, choose your new friends carefully. Find friends who will enhance your life and bring out the best in you. You will have choices, so make good ones. You have made many choices since kindergarten. I imagine that some were good and some perhaps not. I hope when you reflect back on your 4 years as a Mustang or your 13 years in the Howard County Public School System, you feel good about yourself. And I hope that you feel tremendous pride in what you have accomplished. You should be very proud of your ability to overcome obstacles and persevere to this point, and you should take pride in your many accomplishments. Just as the members of One Republic wrote in their song, "I lived," I hope you can say, "I did it all." And now, will the members of Marriotts Ridge staff please join me on stage to sing, "I lived." We want to offer you one last memory.
Just grab my tassel. It's my lucky mic. This is Kim's son. Jason's gonna go. Jason, you go wherever you want. Right there. You all good?
Hope when you take that jump, you don't fear the fall.
Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name.
to stay.
Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad.
Only way you can know, give it all you have.
And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I own every second that this world would give. I saw so many places and things that I did. With every broken bone, I swear I lived. Every broken bone, I swear I lived. Every broken bone, I swear I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. Saw so many places and things that I did. And with every broken bone, I swear I lived.
We hope you enjoyed that. It's a great memory for you. And we do truly hope that you live and you do it all. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our county executive, Mr. Alan Kittleman. Knowing Mr. Kittleman for many years, I am sure that you will enjoy his words of wisdom.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kaufman. Also, Dr. Kaufman, thank you. Thank you for your years of service in Howard County. Let's give her a hand. It is great to be with you. And the first things first, on behalf of the residents of Howard County, I want to congratulate the class of 2016 Marriotts Ridge Mustangs. Congratulations. I know you're probably excited and can't wait to get up here on the stage and get your diplomas. And I can tell you, I know that feeling a little bit because 40 years ago, this week, I know some people out there at the same time, I graduated on this stage as well. It was not at Marriotts Ridge because no one even knew Marriotts Ridge was even going to come around. And yes, I am that old. And yes, Marriotts and Meriwether is that old. But it's a special time. And we've already talked about your parents out there. I know that one of the earlier speakers talked about how long this has taken, the 13 years, and how you guys feel like it's taken forever. I can tell you, as the father of 3 Howard County high school graduates, I bet you some people in the audience are saying, it went like that. It just went like that. And so please enjoy this time. Enjoy this time. And as I think about all that you have been given and all that you have done in your school careers and your high school career, I think it's appropriate that we consider all those who sacrificed so that you could be where you are today. And we just celebrated yesterday and honored and remembered, not more than celebration, honoring and remembering the people and the folks who have fallen heroes for our country, the women and men who have sacrificed everything so that you could be where you are right now. And so today, if I could take a moment, I'd like to thank and have stand any veterans who are in the audience with us, anyone who's currently on active duty, and anyone from the class of 2016 who may be going into the military, if you could all please stand to be recognized. Thank you all for your service, and thank you for your future service, because nobody gets here alone. And you guys have this opportunity, and I want to thank you for making the most out of that opportunity, but because of those folks who sacrificed for you before and currently. And the one thing I would ask from you is a way in which you can pay it back, something that Greta said at the end of her speech: care for others. I would ask that you would look for ways in which you can serve others, because I believe that's one of the best ways to show that you've lived a successful life, is by how you treat others and how you care about others. And so I'll just ask you, as you go through, and you guys are going to do tremendous things, you're going to do awesome accomplishments, but as you're doing that, look for ways in which you can help somebody else, because then you can make a real difference in the world. And that would be the best way, I think, to honor those who have given the ultimate sacrifice and those who have served. So in closing, again, congratulations to you. So Mustangs, it's time to saddle up. It's time to gallop off and make your mark on the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kittleman. Dr. Foose and Dr. Siddiqui, as principal of Marriotts Ridge High School, I certify that the graduates seated before you have met all the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Howard County Public School System and the Maryland State Department of Education. They are eligible to receive a Maryland high school diploma, a certificate of completion, or a certificate of attendance. At this time, it is my honor and pleasure to invite Dr. Renee Foose, Superintendent of Schools, to the podium.
Good afternoon. I want to first say congratulations, class of 2016. Very proud of you. You have done amazing things at Marriotts Ridge High School. Are you ready to graduate? Now, are you ready to graduate? All right. I'm not going to tell you to be successful because you already are. I am going to tell you, though, that the best way to predict your future is to create it, and I'm confident that you are going to create one outstanding future for yourselves. So are you ready? Your principal is certified that you're ready to graduate, so we can officially make this official now. Dr. Kaufman, I hereby accept that the members of the Marriotts Ridge High School class of 2016 have met the appropriate graduation requirements and are eligible to receive a Maryland high school diploma or an appropriate certificate. I offer best wishes to each and every one of you as you're getting ready to commence across this stage and begin the next chapter in your life. And it's my privilege now to introduce to you Dr. Janet Siddiqui, member of the Howard County Board of Education.
Thank you, Dr. Foose, and thank you, Dr. Kaufman. It's a pleasure and honor to be here today to award the Marriotts Ridge High School class of 2016 their diplomas. As I put on my gown this afternoon and then this morning too when I was here for the other graduation, thought back to my high school graduations and my college graduation, and fortunately, it's not my 40th anniversary of my high school graduation, maybe 30-something, but so sorry about that, Mr. Kittleman. But I don't remember any of the speeches that were spoken at my graduations, not even Dr. Heimlich of the Heimlich maneuver that spoke at my medical school graduation. But we did make sure he stayed around for dinner. But there were two words that were always spoken at each of my graduations, and that was my name, as they called my name up to receive my diploma. And that's why we're here today. We're here to hear your name and hear about the accomplishments that you've done. And as you begin your new journey in life, thank your parents and your teachers that guided you and gave you knowledge and wisdom. Take time to think about what you want to do in life, but don't take too long because your parents may decide for you. And always remember the 3 H's that I call them. Always have hope, always keep your health, and always be happy. So on behalf of the Howard County Board of Education, I congratulate you on your success today and all the best going forward in the future. Now let's go get those diplomas.
Thank you, Dr. Foose and Dr. Siddiqui. We appreciate the words of advice and your attendance at this afternoon's ceremony. It's that time, so parents, guardians, and guests, as we begin this portion of our program when we award the diplomas, I would like to remind you that many, many hours of hard work and practice have gone into making this event special for each family and each graduate. It is a distinguished and formal ceremony, and we want to ensure that every single family hears the name of his or her graduate. So therefore, we are asking that you refrain from recognizing individual students or using noisemakers. We will move quickly, and we want all names to be heard and all graduates to be properly acknowledged. We will applaud after all graduates have been read and we finish their names. So please help us maintain the dignity of the ceremony and allow that for each family. Thank you very much. At this time, will Mr. Meinhardt and Mr. McDonald, class of 2016 sponsors, please come to the podiums to read the names of our graduates. Thank you.
Young E. Eunice Cho. Un Pial Joy. Justin Philip Jones. Greta Vale Lee. Zachary Austin Thayer Seals. Joanna Lynn Alonso. Zachary Arthur Altenberg. Hannah Catherine Broaddus. Eugene Min Chun. Thomas Warren Dobbins. Anna Hyunjin Lee. Caitlin Mira McIlvain. Sa Jung Park. Nicholas Matthias Schnacky. Abigail Jenna Starks. Isabella Townsend Stevens. Dylan Gregory Thomas.
Daniel Youngbin An. Miranda Elise Allam. Catherine Grace Albert. Mariam Ali. Muhammad Ibrahim Ali. Allison Catherine Allgare. Russell Casey Allwine. Isolina Minjung Alva. Kanan Jason Anderson. Teresa Elizabeth Arlinghouse. Sean O'Neill Armiger. Mishal Asif. Carissa Alethea Au. Mark Edward Augustino. Matthew Cloyce Alt. Hyowon Katie Beck. Zen Aurangzeb Beg. Mifra Naved Bakai. Dorian Sphere Barnes. Hannah Nessa Bashar. Brittany Lynn Baumgartner. David William Becker. Christiana Marie Benton. Maria Joanna Bernal. Benjamin James Berry.
Taylor Morgan Berry. Michael Alexander Burwald. Atul Kumar Bharati. Alexander Herschel Beagle. Hannah Jane Bingham. Matthew Jumani Blango. Natalie Kate Blessing. Carl Hansi Bodie. Jenna Catherine Bolin. John Hamilton Brandt. Emily Victoria Brecht. Casey Patrick Brennan. Catherine Ann Brown. Bennett Robert Book. Cade James Book. Carly Sarah Kaplan. Devin Lane Carberry. Christopher Patrick Carberry. Bridget Colleen Kavanaugh. Nidhi Chandran. Shri Nirmal Chibrolu. Aaron Chang. Jamie Huan Cho. Danny Sungdon Choi. Joseph Lee Chong. Edisham Zafar Chowdhury. Erica Unji Chun. Austin Michael Clark. Kelly Hall Colgrove. Sammy Joseph Costa. Matthew Daniel Costigan. Megan O'Malley Counts. Cameron Scott Crow. Emily Rose Crumling. Matthew James D'Amato.
Mark Daniel Davidson. Daniel Robert Dagenford. Justin Dean Delphos. Trayvon Tony Delk. Anthony John DiFerdinando. Gabrielle Mary Donovan. Alexis Marie Dorsey. Jonathan Edwin Dryja. Michael Vincent Dudley. Jackson Paul Duffy. Devin Luke Niep Durant. Sarah Tarek El Ansari. Rumisa Elahi. Grace Catherine Elric. Aiden J. Evans. Carly Brianna Fabian. Eric Daishing Fan. Jessica Monet Faulkner. Grant Parker Felch. Garrison Brookman Farrell. Sterling Michelle Frank. David Matthew Franco. Alexandra Marley Frink. Brady Cameron Galt. Julia Grace Garman. Jonathan Nolan Giannino. Brooke Erica Gordon. Emma May Groman. Romton Habibi. Christina Elaine Hallam.
Cheyenne Victoria Harold. Andrew Joseph Harriday. Briley Sutphin Hebner. Jacob Dakshinamurti Hajibu. Madison Aileen Helton. Troy Stephen Hench. Kaylee Hollister Herbert. Alyssa May Herman. Mariana Rose Hertel. Brianne Elizabeth Heverling. Kaylin Rebecca Hinkle. Mackenzie Grace Hawkinsmith. Ashley Nicole Hood. Ryan Ramakers Howard. Shanshan Grace Huang. Jace Harmon Hull. Michael Paul Hurd. Iobami H. Ifaloyu. Audrey Marie Illig. Christopher Daniel Ingersoll. Keely Elizabeth Ingersoll. Esther Jang. Ibrahim Hussein Jurda. Sierra Gloria Johnson Dendy. Abrina Deshera Jones. Lucas Alexander Kaiser. Zuleika Hussein Karachiwala. Nathan Patrick Keeney. Madeline Virginia Kenderdine.
Brooke Jeanette Kennerson. Andrew Minky Kim. Ethan Wanjun Kim. Hong Min Kim. Jisoo Kim. Gunwoo Kim. Sophia Shaylin Kim. Victoria Hannah Kim. Daniel Ty Clausen. Paige Michelle Krakowski. Stephanie Kribler. Justin Robert Lake. Sophie Tianing Jean Lan. Nicholas Patrick Larson. Kyle King Lawn. Eugenia Keong Lee. Sokjin Brian Lee. Sharon W. Lee. Laurel May Lentz. William Andrew Lerner. Jason Robert Levine. Justin Corey Levine. Matthew Charles Leinert.
Courtney Eliana Loeb. Talia Amanda Loeb. Joshua Ryan Lovell. Annalise Wilson Lauer. Kendall Rashay Luz. Mohammed Ali Majid. Connor Martin Malarkey. Vincent Joseph Marchioni. Brenna Grace Martin. Sophia Katiana Martin. Allison Grace McCauley. Jack Anthony McAuliffe. Chase Alexander McCautry. Ian Matthew McGann. Riley Patrick McGann. Thomas Joseph McIntyre. Leah Whitney McLean. Mara Allison McNeil. Christopher Vincent Meekins. Micah Celeste Meekins. Molly Christine Meiniger. Alex Sartorius Mergenthaler.
Lauren Christine Mezzanotti. Bladen Scott Miller. Carly Elizabeth Miller. Zara Ali Mir. Isabella Soraya Miramati. Nabila Binti Mohammed Asif Claire. Sophie Treen Mock. Amir Ijaz Mufti. Bailey Amanda Murtha. Bahij Mazar Nator. Rushika Nithin Nayak. Safia Zara Nero. Amen Adeswe Okoje. Joseph Antonio Oliveira. Thomas Kane Olson. Oluwada Milola Mojola Oluwa Olukoye. Alexandra Fandel Ostrander. Heather Nicole Owens. Sophia Christina Pagone. Zachary William Page. Jessica Kai-hyung Park. Gina Park. Katie Borum Park.
Ruth Sayung Park. Rachel Bernice Paul. Connor Andrew Pethel. Kelsey Bell Peters. Elena Grace Pacunas. Tyler Raymond Poole. Anna Curry Potts. Carly Jean Preisinger. Samantha Elise Price. Erin Marie Rafferty. Rohil Reina. Aditya B. Raju. Alexander Ryan Ray. Jeffrey Brian Ray. Cara Marie Ramondini. Nithin Richard. Kendall Elizabeth Roby. Molly Alexis Roshvarg Ross. Miguel Angel Rodriguez. Kyle James Roop. Nicholas David Rosen. Andrew Thomas Rudomansky. Isabel Ann Ruffing. Samuel Chase Running.
Armin Haydar Siberian. Eamon Sajid. Allison Grace Sanchez. Adam McHenry Sand. Nicholas Mark Santangelo. Maris Dunlin Keeley Shad. Jeffrey Adam Schubert. Marley Aaron Scott. Christopher Harrison Ridgely Simpson. Benjamin Henry Skopik. Alexander John Smith. Karis Geneva Smith. Jalen Dermont Smith. Alexa Lee Souter. Bailey Ann Souter. Natatita Beam Sripanya. Jordan Alexandra Stepke. Nicholas Ryan Sterling. Lindsay Ann Stiff. Loe Rien Stone. Julia Christine Suter. Ryan Matthew Tuma, Simran Vaswani, Ramya Venkat Vamori, Michael Patrick Villano,
Taylor Lee Wok, Wei Ting Christina Wang, Noah John Wartzak, Erica Brittany Weaver, Jonathan Wilson Whitaker, Key Lawrence Whiting II, Kyle Patrick Wiggins, Samantha Kristen Wilson, Eric Nathan Winnick, Erica Almany Wolf, Jisoo Wu, Taylor Ward Woodhead, Anna Maria Shi, Liam Songyin Yi, Grace Aram Yi, William Jung Yi, Yajun Yoon, Charmaine Yeshwan Yuen, Leah Rose Zajura, Grant Parker Zawadniak, Zara Zishan, Angela Drew,
Dr. Siddiqui, please allow the following Howard County Public School System staff members to award their children's diplomas. Marilyn Villanueva Barker, Wild Lake High School, William John Barker. Lisa Beschner, Central Office, Timothy James Beschner. Michael Dubbs, Central Office, Rachel Michaela Dubbs. Amy Linderman, Stevens Forest Elementary School, Garrett McRae Linderman. Sally McCoy, Central Office, Grace Noel McCoy. Liz Morath, Central Office, Christopher John Morath. Monica Ranta, Central Office, Maya Victoria Ranta. Fred Talentino, Marriotts Ridge High School. Anthony Pierce Talentino. Susan Thomas, Dunlogan Middle School. Rachel Megan Thomas. Leslie Williams, Mountview Middle School. Alexander Bradley Williams. Michael Williams, Marriotts Ridge High School. Darren Marquise Williams.
So now it's time, everybody. Please join me in congratulating our newest Marriotts Ridge graduates, the class of 2016. Once again, I thank all of our stage guests, parents, guardians, family members, and friends for attending our 9th graduation ceremony. I especially want to thank Mrs. Rashid, our graduation coordinator, and Mr. McDonald and Mr. Meinhardt, the class of 2016 sponsors. Seniors, you have one last task before you leave, so I call on your classmate and SGA President, Justin Jones, to facilitate this final graduation tradition.
Will the class of 2016 please join me in the turning of the tassel? Congratulations, guys, we did it.
Thank you, Justin. And thank you to everyone who is here to celebrate with us today. We are now at the conclusion of our ceremony. Parents, guardians, and guests, please remain seated once again as the graduates recess out of the pavilion. Graduates, since it is a beautiful day, we ask you to report back to the 932 Club to get your diplomas. Parents and guardians can meet their graduates on that grassy area behind the pavilion. Thank you so much for a wonderful graduation, for your cooperation, and once again, congratulations, class of 2016.